Good afternoon and welcome to Through the Static. This is Steven the Medium, and next to me is another crazy
Coach Elix here.
Elix, how are you?
I'm excellent. By the way, for those of you watching us on Facebook Live, I have my glasses on because it's really bright in here, and I can't see without my glasses.
Oh my God! Do you see what I have to deal
and
with?
I'm not for nothing, but I'm looking pretty good.
Oh my God! Okay, so
Mark,
we also have Mark.
I'm married. Okay, stay on your side, Mark.
We have Mark here producing the show, and it's just another crazy hour with this Puerto Rican next to me. But it's going to be a good hour. So let me just tell you, I got to tell you the conversation.
Oh my
we've
God!
been having
Here
on
we go.
Facebook Live. But before I do that, I have to do a very quick shout out to all my good friends in Worcester Probate Court. I was there today. Yeah, I had to.
Hi, Jeannie. Hi, everyone.
And Nula and everybody else who's listening.
What are they? Nula?
Oh,
Jeannie?
my God. I mean, there's way too many to keep going with.
Okay.
Susie and Kathy and Alicia and John, and it just goes on and on and
I know
on.
about all of you people. I hear all the stories.
But and I give a shout out because I was there today, and it is, and this is really big for me to say because as attorneys and we go to all different courts, this is the greatest court with the greatest people. It just is. I don't know how they've sort of gathered so many great people, but they just are. And it is really not like going to work when I go there. It really is just going to socialize and get to see everybody. So hi, everybody in Worcester Probate Court. Love you all, and I love seeing you guys.
Hi, everyone.
So, yeah, and Elix really does kind of know everybody because, well, you've met some of them.
I hear all the stories.
Yeah, you've met some of them, and you hear all the stories. So, and also all the judges' clerks. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And also all, to be honest, even all the judges' clerks and Christian and Kelly and Amy and Annie, everybody is amazing. So I got to stop because I'll be here in a whole hour. So let me just tell you, for people that are not on Facebook Live, we've had, we always start Facebook Live like 4:45, just to start talking to people and seeing what's going on in preparation for the show. We were a little late. We were in the car, which I've never done. I've started Facebook Live in the car because
he was hysterical because we were running late and he was driving me crazy on the way here.
Well, we were
do this, do that, turn here, turn there. You're driving like a maniac. Oh my God, you are out of control.
We had one of our little boys, one of our little dogs, have a little issue going to the bathroom, and hygiene's everything, so we had to make sure he was spick and span before we got into the car. So thus we weren't here, so we had to start Facebook Live in the car. The whole conversation right up to the beginning of the show that just kept going on and on and on is that Elix is eating the dog cookies. He's eating all of our dog cookies so much that I said on Facebook Live that the dogs are giving him pissy looks. They don't even like him anymore because each time they see him, they're looking like, Dad, what are you eating? And what is he eating? Oh, they're cookies.
I don't understand what is the big deal about that. Dog cookies have the same ingredients as the cookies that we all eat.
You know what the
Oatmeal,
problem is?
Peanut butter, fake chocolate chips. They're delicious. They're homemade. They're organic.
Okay.
So what's wrong with that?
You know what's wrong with it?
Please.
It's the same thing as going into the backyard, right? Wait a minute. The backyard, we have tons of rabbits and just pulling out 65 sticks of carrots, sitting there and saying to the rabbit, look at me, and just sucking down the carrots. As they're starving and they want to eat.
Our boys, when we're eating them, they look at us and they love when we share our food.
You mean they're drooling? Because they're like, where's ours? Oh, they're in Daddy's belly. That's where they are. This is sick.
They love these cookies more because they see me eating them and they're like, oh, they're his cookies, so we like them.
Oh, yeah. Well, good luck to them if they get a bite because they're all gone.
No, but seriously, if anyone, all the callers online holding, when you get through, please share if you think eating a dog cookie is that wrong. Because I don't think it is.
And if you say to me, it's not that wrong, I have a signal for Mark, and there's a button on the keyboard called dump, and then the call just goes, bye-bye. So
doesn't work that way, people. Spirit
I would never do that.
Spirit will handle that.
I would never do that, but Elix is eating cookies. Even though I got to tell you something, that I was having this conversation today, and I don't know if Jeannie and Court would be upset about this, but I'm going to share it anyway. She's got a dog, Lexi, and Lexi had a couple of issues with digestion, and Jeannie actually has Lexi, walks over to her, and she rubs her, and she burps just like a baby. Now, how cool is that? Have you ever heard of that? I said to her today, I don't think I will ever hear that story, but I think it's the coolest, like mommy and daughter kind of story. And she wished that she had longer arms or somebody to be able to record it. That's the coolest story of little Lexi having some indigestion problems and goes to mommy, and mommy just rubs her, and then you hear the burp, just like a baby, right? How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
It is. It's a great story. So, Jeannie, don't be upset. I had to share that because it's a great story. So,
I just want to say something. I noticed a lot of people on Facebook Live are saying that the camera angle wasn't working well. So it's the first time we're using the camera on its side. So I had to log in just to figure out what was wrong.
And what's going on?
The wall. I don't know. So the screen. So like you see me on the screen, but I'm not on the screen. So see?
So people looking can't see you?
No. So this is what they can see.
Oh, that must be
so
scary.
Right now,
it's all about me, I guess.
It's all about you. It's always been all about you.
No, but it's I guess maybe because we're doing it horizontal, but that shouldn't be it.
I don't know.
Turn it horizontal.
What do you mean?
Turn your phone horizontal.
It doesn't turn horizontal.
Oh, I don't understand this.
No, I mean...
Well, you're stuck with me, kids, on Facebook Live. Or... Look.
No, but if you let's just keep it there for a moment. So,
I'm sorry for people that are not on Facebook Live are like, what is Stephen and Elix talking about? And we don't care because we're not on Facebook Live. So I hope everybody had a good week. This weather is beautiful, and it is a perfect time for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people, because we get to get out and plant things, and things are coming up. And I don't think I've ever shared that in our front yard we have hardy hibiscus. I don't even know why I'm on the subject, but I guess because it's spring. And it's the hardy hibiscus are the ones that are perennials outside. You know, you've got regular hibiscus that in the winter you got to bring in or they'll die. These are hardy hibiscus, which you don't see a lot around, but they're perennials. You plant them outside, and in the fall you actually cut them back, and then in the spring they pop up again. And the flowers each flower is like the size of like a dinner plate. They're huge. Do you know what I'm talking about, Mark? So, and the cool thing about the hardy hibiscus is that each flower blooms for one day, and then it dies and it's done. And because on these plants they have so many buds and so many flowers, from usually mid-July until September, they actually are blooming. And I have them up. Well, we have them up our walkway and then the side of the yard. And I never realized that they would get as big as they do, and they're over 6 feet. So at some point, I have to use stakes and I have to tie them, because you wouldn't be able to walk up the walkway because they really take over. But on Facebook, I've posted them, every summer, because they're fuchsia and they're pink and they're gorgeous. They're beautiful flowers, but they also high maintenance. They have a very specific bug that eats the leaves, and it's a very specific remedy to get rid of them. You can't just use a normal pesticide, which I don't use anyway because of the animals and the chipmunks we have and the bees, and I try to do everything I can to make sure that they're welcome at our house. And I know what else is welcomed is a break, so we're going to go to break, and when I come back, I'm going to take calls, 508-222-1320, but we'll be right back. Welcome back to Through the Stack. This is Stephen the Medium with Coach Elix. Hi, Coach Elix.
Hello, everyone.
And Mark, who is producing the show. So I guess we're going to start with some calls. Hello, this is Stephen.
Hello, everyone. And Mark, who is producing the show. So
what's going on?
Some calls. Hello, this is Stephen.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Oh, it's Carol.
Carol, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Carol, you're listening to us via Facebook Live?
Yeah, Yes.
Okay, so you may want to mute it so that we don't have...
turn that off.
Okay,
because
I shut it off.
Oh, my God, I thought I was in like a different world. I was like in the Twilight Zone. I'm like, oh, my God, does everyone hear what I'm hearing, or is it just me in spirit? So, okay, so now that I know. Carol, thank you for turning that off, and thank you for calling and being my first caller.
Oh, my God, I'm so excited. I've been trying to get in for like weeks.
Well, I'm so glad that you did, and know that this is spirit. When people get through, it's because spirit wants you to get through. So, Carol, the past couple of weeks I've been doing this because when I'm heading to the show, I start already getting spirit, and it's usually for the first caller. So sometimes it hasn't been, but I have to throw this out. Was there somebody connected to you, either living now or crossed, that was musical, that played the piano or some instrument? The reason why I ask is, as I was driving here, there's a woman who's playing it. When I see the piano, it doesn't necessarily have to be the piano, even though I'm really feeling like it actually was the piano. And she was also making like baskets, like Easter baskets or baskets, like very creative. Is that something that resonates with you? Either somebody that crossed or somebody here connected to you living?
Not necessarily the piano, but the baskets. I mean, my mom always made like ridiculous Easter baskets and Easter things and did projects with my grandson. So
Okay.
she sang in the church choir, but
oh, there it is. There's the piano. I got it. So that's all the connection. So mom is crossed?
yes.
Okay, so know, Carol, that it's just your mom letting you know that she's stepping forward first. And she said, of course, she's going to step forward first because she wants to talk to you. So just know that she wants to give those kind of, those memories or characteristics to let you know that it's her. But where's the father figure come in for you?
My father has passed. He passed a while back.
Perfect. So know that Dad is also stepping forward to let you know that he's here also.
Really?
Yeah, so he's, and Carol, what I love about Spirit is that there's no essence of time. They don't have time. So somebody who crossed like 50 years ago can come through as someone that crossed a week ago. They come through because they don't have an essence of time. But let me tell you, your father is showing me a lot of stuff that my father also crossed. So first of all, he shows me, did your father smoke?
Yes.
Okay, so because he shows me Camel cigarettes, and it's just a way to say that he smoked. But it makes me feel, Carol, was he in the military?
Yeah, I think he was in the Navy.
Oh, as Coach Elix will look down at my paper, what does that say?
Navy.
Yeah, so he had me write down Navy. I know that you're not in front of me to see it, but my father was in the Navy also. So it's just a way to let you know that it's actually it's him. Where's Carol, who died or who had cancer?
My mom.
Okay, so it's just they're going back and forth kind of competing to see who's going to...
Oh, yeah, I believe it. I can see her. I'm surprised she's not punching him in the face.
Oh, I will. Well, listen, it's just the beginning of the call. That may happen, Carol. I don't know. It may happen. It doesn't happen in Spirit. The cool thing also about Spirit is that even though they're competing to talk with you, they're standing right next to each other, and regardless of whether they had a wonderful relationship in the physical or not, they're next to each other, and they're very happy that they get to sort of tag team to talk to you.
Oh, good.
I was going to go with the first name, but where does the Hillsborough or Hills something come in, Carol? Hill. I don't think they're saying hillbilly.
My mother could be calling him a hillbilly.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really. Usually it's not that vague. It's usually something. No, it's Hillsborough. Hills. There's a word that your mom and dad are talking about that has hills. Something. I don't know if this is like a last name or a place, but there's a Hills Grove. I don't know what this is, but just make sure you keep it. Your mother just said it's in your mind. Maybe it was a place that you guys would go to like years ago. It also could be like a town, like a town that may not even be in the same state you're in, but there's something Hills Grove, Hillsborough. It's definitely something, and it feels like it's a place. So just keep it with you, Carol, if you don't know. Well, one, two. Your mother keeps giving me numbers. Who does something with numbers, like finance or deals with cash or something with numbers? So somebody connected to you, either here or cross, did something with numbers. Wait a minute, Carol. They're making me feel like somebody just or is doing something with because they're putting the numbers on documents like refinance or loan. Something's going on with a legal document with numbers. So
interesting.
Not something that you understand?
No.
Okay. So just where's Donna, David? Where's the D come in for you? D name. Don, David, Dan. There's a D connection, and again, it could be living, it could be cross connected to you.
But it could be. Is it David?
But who's David?
She has it was her cousin. It was like my second or third cousin. He passed years and years and years ago.
It could be David stepping forward, just to even if you barely knew him, in spirit he knows you, and like anybody who is in spirit gets to see everybody. But
that's so funny because I had a reading not too long ago, and he stepped forward, and I was like, wow, at first, and I barely knew him, and she had known that he had an overdose or whatever, and my mother always talked about him when he passed away, when we were growing up, because he was a little older than me.
Yeah, it's not David. Yeah, no, it's not David. Your mother and father just said it's not David. Even though now David's here because we brought him up, so David's saying hi, but it's not. It's not David. It's Dawn. There's another D connected to you here, either living or crossed. And there's also, where's Elizabeth or Edward? Where's the E come in for you?
My father-in-law was Edward.
Okay, so Edward is crossed.
He passed away before my mom.
Oh, wow. So just know that this is definitely Edward that's stepping forward. But there's numbers somewhere being crunched, I keep hearing. Maybe there's something to do with taxes because we just finished taxes.
Yeah.
But someone was trying to do something with numbers, but it feels... Carol, all I can tell you is it feels like someone's doing numbers for a loan or a house or a refinance, but there's something going on. Does anybody do something like that? Is there a realtor connected to you? Maybe that's what they're trying to give me?
I know my husband's in sales, but he's not into finance or anything.
So he doesn't deal with numbers?
No.
Okay, so it's not that. And nobody connected to you is just thinking about doing a refinance or selling or something?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
My husband's planning on selling my house, but...
What was that?
I said, unless my husband's planning on selling my house.
That's a different conversation, Carol. We have to have offline. Where's the two kids come in?
I have a daughter, and then I have a grandson. My daughter's 28, my grandson's 9.
Okay. It's just a way that Spirit's giving that as a validation. But let me tell you, so your son is how old?
My grandson is 9. My mother was very close with both my daughter and my grandson.
Oh,
would be her great-grandson.
And your daughter's 20-something?
28, yep.
Oh, my God, Carol, where do these numbers come in? Your mother's screaming at me like the numbers, finance, accounting, something with numbers.
Oh, my God.
So, I don't know. I mean, I wish I could stay on the phone with you forever and try to figure this out, but unfortunately, I can't. And Chris, where's the Kathy? Chris, where's the CK name?
Is it Chris?
Who's Chris?
Yes. Oh my God, he was a friend of mine from high school that passed away, and I've been wondering forever if he was okay.
Oh well, he's okay. He's very good, and just wants to let you know that he knows that you're thinking about, is he okay, and that's why, thus he's stepping forward. Carol, somebody's breathing in something. Somebody's breathing in something in causing issues. So it makes me feel. Did someone have throat issues like the spirit's telling me someone's breathing in like it feels like I'm breathing in glue or asbestos or something that is going to be very detrimental to.
Oh, my father, I think, we were estranged for a long time, and then we made up when he got sick, and then he had some type of leukemia from asbestos or something like that, from maybe the naval ships. They're not sure. They were never sure.
There it is. So just know it's your dad giving that validation of why I said asbestos. It's just your dad letting you know that it's him. It's not more about the validity of what he had, because he's crossed now and he's watching over you. But what this really is about is just making sure you know that it's him. I got to go to a break, but the last thing I'm going to say to you is that someone did something with a ring. Someone changed a ring or jewelry. There's something. Your mother keeps holding my ring and saying that somebody changed a ring or a piece of jewelry to, I don't know if this was a piece of jewelry that was passed down, and somebody changed it to like putting a different diamond in or changed it to earrings. So if it doesn't come with you, just make sure you keep it with you because your mom wants to give that as a validation.
Okay.
Okay? And listen, Carol, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
All righty. Lots of love.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
We'll be back. And welcome back to Through the Static. And as always, this is just like a freak show between Facebook Live and me and Elix and the banter, and it's crazy. And Mark just observes it, and just as the producer, right? I think he only does this just because it's like a comedy show, right?
Well,
Seriously.
Today, literally, I think we are two hot messes.
I completely screwed up Facebook doing it horizontally, but
But we look good. We are hot.
You live and learn, right? You live and learn. All right, so let's go to the next caller. And hello, this is Steven.
Hi, this is Denise.
Denise, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well, too. So, Denise, let me check in on what's going on. Denise, let me see. I don't know where to go because there's a lot going on here. Denise, I keep getting, this is interesting. I keep getting pulled to like nature, to like to the woods, to nature. So let me start with this to figure out where I'm going with this. Is it something that you like? I mean, being outside in, connecting with nature?
Yes.
I thought you paused and you were just going to say no, Stephen.
Yes,
no.
I do.
I mean, I know a lot of people do because it's a great place to connect and whatnot. Denise, why do I keep seeing cards and I can't tell if they're playing cards or they're
I'm
tarot
sitting
cards?
next to a box. I'm sitting next to a box of Oracle cards.
Oh my God! So there's the cards. I love when Spirit does that because it's a way to say we're standing right next to you, and we get to give that as a validation to say we're here with you. So there's a father figure that steps forward, but another male steps forward. So is your dad crossed?
He has.
Okay, so it's dad, but it's interesting because your dad steps forward with a young male with him, and when I get young male, Denise, it's always someone who crossed before their time. So where's Vicky or Vinny, or where's the V come in for you? The V name.
There's Vina and Virginia, his sisters.
Oh wait, is this dad's sisters?
Yes.
Wow, there's two sisters with V's?
Yes.
Oh my God! Wow. So it's dad just giving that as a validation. So what were the two names?
Vina and Virginia.
Oh my God! That's so wild that your dad is giving validations for them. How wild is that? Now, all right. So I was just going to start talking about so these are your aunts.
They are my aunts, and recently, my aunt Vina's granddaughter reached out to me, who I never met.
Denise, you're killing me. Are you serious?
Yes.
So you never met her, and your aunt's granddaughter reached out to you?
Yes.
Wow, Denise, that's amazing. And so is that aunt, is she the one that's crossed?
Yes, she crossed before my dad, pretty young in age for for passing. And my dad used to see her before he passed away.
Oh, Denise, I love that. Even though your dad just said, like, for anybody listening, what you just said to me about how your dad would see her and how this is all working in your family is no surprise because the family is just very spirit connected. So it's just a great validation that your dad's giving. Just one of the V aunts. It's so funny, the V aunts. I love saying that. One of the V aunts was just waving to me, but she was next to your dad, and so I knew at a minimum one was crossed. But you've got to know, Denise, that why your father brought this particular aunt through is to let you know that she had her hands in making sure that that her granddaughter, is that what you said, reached out to you. And Denise, I don't know if you've had conversations with her or not, but all I can tell you is that what you will give her is pretty tremendous. It's pretty amazing. So wherever wherever it goes, your aunt just said that she needs this. So she's reaching out on many levels. But don't, your aunt just said also just don't sort of write her off. I don't know if that makes any sense, because I don't know if what your aunt's saying is that going forward it just may be not what you expect, or she may just stop the communication and you think what happened and then it starts up again. All I know is that there's a reason why your aunt's giving me this to give to you.
Okay.
So it just make sure you keep it with you. But the male, there's a male here who is he says young male, so he crossed way before his time. Did you lose a brother?
I lost a lot of brothers, and maybe my nephew. I lost a nephew at 2 days old, a very long time ago.
Oh my! Who's B? Bob, Brian? Who's the B connection?
Well, their last name is Boltec. It's different from mine.
Oh, there it is. So wow. Are these the brothers you're talking about, or the nephew?
Yeah, the brothers.
Oh my God, Denise, you've got wow. It's not surprising because you're so connected, so that I see like the wind of energy around you, which just tells me that you're really connected. But it's your brothers just letting you know that they're stepping forward, and everybody's but you got like a crew with you, which is amazing.
I'm sorry. Also, my mom's name was Beth.
Oh, okay. All of that. There was also like a Mary or Marian or there was an M.
That was her name. Her name was Mary, but they called her Beth.
Oh my God, this is wild, so wild. So just know that everybody's here, all letting you. All I keep hearing is one after another. Just keep saying you're on the right path. What you're doing is you're on the right path, and stick with this path. Whatever you're doing, just stick with it. So, and I certainly will leave you with that. I can definitely leave you because you've got a parade of spirits with you. You don't even need me, Denise. Well, you don't even need me anyway because you connect. So,
yeah, but it's always nice to get validation.
You know what? Psychics, mediums, we do this, but you're absolutely right because you're so connected. It's also nice for me to be read by somebody too, because we never get that, right? We're always reading people. So, and to hear our dads and brothers and everybody else are here, of course it's wonderful. It's wonderful to hear. I love giving the messages, but at some point, we love to get the messages too. So, all right, thank you for calling, Denise, and lots of love.
Also, I just want to confirm that I haven't eaten all biscuits.
Okay, Denise, I just have 2 words for you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Love you, Denise. Bye-bye. Hello, this is Steven. Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, it's Vivian. This is my second time calling you.
Vivian, how are you?
Just in case you're wondering about my accent, I couldn't resist, Steven. I had to call you back.
I'm so glad that you did. The great thing is when I do these readings, I don't remember anything when I do the readings, and but I just think it's pretty wild that the call before you had all these V names, which is like so unusual. And who's the next caller but Vivian? So I love it. So Vivian, where's the mom figure? Is this mom? Is your mom crossed?
No, my mom is living.
Okay, so it's got to be a grandma or I was going to say mother-in-law, but no, this is definitely a grandmother. Your grandmother there's two grandmothers though, Vivian. Two.
Yes, two grandmothers.
They're both on the side of me. They keep telling me validate the birthday or anniversary. Validate it.
Oh, sure. It's my wedding anniversary coming up this weekend, and it's also my daughter's birthday coming up.
Oh my gosh, your wedding anniversary is this weekend?
Yes.
Oh my God, happy anniversary. So grandmas are just making sure that before they say anything to you, Vivian, they're just giving that as a happy anniversary and letting you know that they're going to celebrate. And I'm sorry, the second piece was your daughter? Is that what you said?
My daughter's birthday is on the 20th, on the Saturday.
Oh my God. Oh, so that's right around the corner too.
Yes.
Oh, so happy birthday to they're saying happy birthday to their granddaughter. How amazing is that? Where is it? Do you come from two or you have two kids? What's two?
I have two kids.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so it's making sure that you know that they're validating and watching over the two children. There's also Robert or there's an R connection here to you, Vivian.
Yeah, it's my brother, Robert.
Oh, perfect. So, but your brother's here.
My brother's living.
Okay.
Yes, my dad has passed.
Okay. And okay. Your grandmother's had the court and they weren't letting anybody in, but now that you said that your father passed, he just said thank you to my daughter because with you saying that, he kind of interjected without like your grandmother's even approving it. So I love that. And your father just said he had to because that connection with you two must have been extremely close. I can feel it in the physical world. So you must love Daddy, and God, does He love you, Vivian?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been missing him a lot.
Yeah, but he's just telling me that it's a very, just a very special relationship. Vivian, why does your father show me like a lot of mountains?
A lot of mountains?
Mountains, yeah. I keep seeing a lot of, like, he keeps making me look up and all I see is mountains. So did someone live near mountains or did you go on vacation with mountains? There's something that your father keeps giving as a validation with mountains. There's some connection.
Yes, well, that was something special that we did when he was living and he came to visit. We went up to the mountains and we stayed there for a while, and I'm going again in June.
Wow. To a place where there's a lot of mountains.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, Vivian, I love that. Just know it's your dad just giving that as a heartfelt memory. Just to say that when you do go in June, that it's not without him, that he's going to be there. Well, he's always there with you anyway, Vivian. He's always making sure that he hugs you and that you know that. I know it's hard because we lose them in the physical world, but based on what he shows me daily, well, actually not even daily, every minute, Vivian, and how he's always like cuddling you and holding you and just giving you kisses, you're so not away from him. He's right with you. So just make sure you hang on to that and you wrap yourself around that and know that your dad is with you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Vivian, and I'm going to leave you with that. Lots of love, and thank you for calling.
Thank you. I appreciate so much.
Oh, thank you. And listen, we'll be back right after the break. And welcome back to Through the Static. So I'm going to go right to the next caller. The next caller. Who is this?
Hi, my name is Ricky. I'm calling from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Hey, Ricky, how are you?
Yay for Ricky.
I moved here from North Shore, Boston. I see you're from Massachusetts.
Wow, I am so excited that you're calling from Hawaii. This is so cool, and that you actually you were a local. And so, are you on vacation or you live there?
I've been here 8 years, but I still have my house on the North Shore of Boston, and I'm very homesick for the East Coast. So I've been Hawaii's not really a place I want to live the rest of my life.
Wow, I'm not sure. you'd hear that a lot from many people because, people just hear Hawaii and Elix and I have been, but I completely get the missing the East Coast. So hopefully, and maybe you'll be back soon.
Maybe.
Right?
So what do you get for me? Do you want me to ask questions? Or
No, look, Ricky's all business.
Quiet and you tune in.
Yes, Ricky's like, Steven, let's move it here.
Right.
Okay, so Ricky. Ricky, does somebody have old records or an old record player? So you
mean
or
this on the other side?
yeah, well, or yes, well, not that they would have it, but maybe did they own? The reason why I'm asking is because the first thing that I get with you is Spirit keeps showing me like an old Victrola, like an old record player, and when I see that, I don't know if they're showing me like someone's record player or someone's old like LPs were handed down, or somebody and maybe like loved their LPs and like they were like a prized possession. I don't know what this is. All I can tell you is or somebody was like in the media, someone was like in the news or TV or something, because there's records and nothing that you can think of.
Yeah, yes. My parents had an old record player, and my favorite cousin had an old jukebox and record player.
But where are they still around? Like your parents?
Oh no, they're in heaven.
No, but I mean that the record player, like the old record player.
I don't know where it is.
Oh, I'm asking because they're asking. They're asking me to ask you. So there's a reason. But just it's a wonderful way, Ricky, to let you know that your mom and dad are both stepping forward to let you know that they're here. Now, why do they show me one? Are you the oldest? Are you the only child? January. What's the one for you?
I have a brother, but I was adopted. My mother's sister got a brain tumor when she was pregnant with me, and they gave her the choice of either having a brain tumor operation or inducing labor. So they induced.
Wow.
She picked me, and she arranged my adoption with her sister, who would have been my biological aunt. But to be honest with you, the parents that I was raised with are the only parents I know. So to me, they're my mom and my dad.
Wow.
So I do have a brother, but I'm quite a special case. My mother died at age 35 on May Day. She went into a coma after.
Oh, wait. May Day is the first.
My biological mother died on May Day at age 35 after they pulled me out of the womb.
Yeah, Ricky, hold on. You're giving me way too much information. I'm supposed to be doing it for you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
But I'm correct. I'm correct that May Day is the first, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what this is all about, the number one. Why I kept seeing the number one, because you've got such a specific connection to Mom crossing on May Day, which is the first. It's just a way, Ricky, to let you know that it's actually them. And how this works is that they give me, characteristics, or they give me memories of something that you'll know, or that sparks something to say, oh my God, it's my mom, it's my dad. That's how it works, and to let you know that they're with you and they're around you. There's also a dog here in spirit that I got to tell you, Ricky, that is very attached to you. And in addition to the dog, it's a D name. When animals talk to me, so when animals give me a letter, it's either the name or it's a breed, or there's something connection with the D, like Duke or something with D connection. So
the dog resonates, yes. I don't know what the D is.
So it could be like if it was a Dachshund or a Doberman or something connected with the D, or it could also be another pet that there was a D name to it, or a D breed, but just keep the D, because the dog's screaming like, yeah. There was something with spots on it. Where's the spots come in? I
never had a dog with spots.
But was there a cat? There's an animal here stepping forward with spots on it. So I
had one cat with spots.
Oh, well, that would be an animal. Hey, what are you, dissing the cat? The cat loves you too, Ricky. The cat wants to get validation. So, seriously, you had a cat with spots
Calico, yeah.
With spots on it.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So know that your dog came first, but the cat wants to come through too and just say, "Hi, Mama." Just give a nice validation to you, which is a wonderful thing. So, Ricky, who has the skin issue? They're showing me like psoriasis. It could be someone who crossed, but there's something with skin. It's like sometimes like someone burned themselves, or there's some kind of specific rash on the skin. But when I see psoriasis, it means that someone had an issue with skin.
I don't know.
Okay, just make sure you keep it with you because they're giving it as a validation, which means that either somebody may be connected to you, like your brother, or somebody connected to your brother, or somebody in spirit. But there's some issue rash-wise, unless, and I'm just being pulled back to the animals. Do you remember specifically something going on with the animals with the rash?
Yes.
Ricky, I love you. Yes. Was it like a rash you had to do like medication for?
Yes, for the dog.
Okay. Just know, I know it sounds very weird, but just know as I was just about to move forward, Ricky, they stopped me and said, no, the rash isn't a person, it's with us. So just know that it's your dog and cat. There's a huge connection animal-wise with you. So just know that they just want to give that as a, just as a validation. So, and Ricky, somebody was in the media connected to you. Somebody was either on TV or an article in the paper for something. There's something, they keep showing me the mic in the studio, which means there's something, and I can feel something was on TV, something was in the newspaper, that was an article or some media about somebody connected to you. You, mom, dad, brother, I don't know what this is, but if it doesn't come to you, just make sure you keep it with you.
Okay.
Okay, it almost makes me feel like it was a fire, like something. There was something in the media over, like a burglary or a fire or something. So just keep it with you, Ricky. I've got to move on, but listen, thank you, Hawaiian, to calling, and hopefully you'll be back to the East Coast soon.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye,
Thank
Ricky.
you. Bye bye. Lots of love. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this? Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, this is Sheila.
Hi, Sheila. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well, too, Sheila.
Awesome.
Where do I start with Sheila? Oh, boy. Sheila, I keep getting, I don't know if it's mom or grandmother. There's a woman coming forward for you that wants to start this. So is mom's here?
No, she is not.
Okay, so I would imagine it's mom. Was there walking issues, or why does your mom keep showing me like I can't tell, Sheila, if she's saying someone's walking to exercise or somebody's having issues or had issues walking. But they're showing me that you're on a path and there's walking, and your mom just keeps talking about that. There's also, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's ironic because I joined a gym a week and a half ago, and I've been on the treadmill walking every single day, basically, aside from one day.
Sheila.
And I've never done that before, so I'm basically walking daily.
That's
know
Mama.
That's it.
Of course it's Mama, just letting you know that she's
cool.
watching. Absolutely.
That's cool.
Where does Rose come in? Why do they keep showing me?
She had a rose garden. I don't have very many memories of her because I was very young, but I do remember her in her rose garden.
I love this. Sheila, it's Mom just giving these validations to say it's really Mom. It's really Mom. So
that's cool.
There's also 7-8. So I don't know if there's birthdays and anniversaries in July and August that she's giving as a verification, or someone was born in 78, but just make sure you keep those two numbers together because your mom says 7-8, and Spirit's very specific with numbers when they give them to me. So it also could be like July 8th or August 7th, but there's something very, very specific. Who worked on cars or was with cars? Why I'm with a lot of cars.
A lot of cars.
Like a I don't know if this is a dealership or someone like worked with cars or loved
My
cars.
father used to work at a dealership. It was short-lived, but he did work at a dealership.
It's just Dad, and Dad is crossed.
Just recently, yes.
Yeah, just know it's Dad, making sure, I'm getting the producer telling me that I'm out of time, and it's a way that Dad wanted to make sure you knew it's not just Mom, it's also Dad just watching you, and I wish I could keep going. Sheila, you're going to have to call back so I can finish this because your Mom and Dad have a lot to tell you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Stephen. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Sheila. You have a great, great night and lots of love to you. And listen, the show's over. I know it goes by so fast. Next week, I promise Facebook Live will be correct, and we'll see you next Wednesday. I'm Stephen the Medium, so my website, StephenTheMedium.com. We have Elix.
Coach Elix at PerformanceCoachingByElix.com.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Until next Wednesday, bye-bye.
Bye.